I'm Tommy, personal finance writer at NerdWallet, and I like to try side hustles. In this one, I will be your Instacart shopper for today. Full service shopper, that's right. Now, I signed up a few weeks ago, and frankly, I found it to be ridiculously easy to do so. And yesterday, I got my feet wet with it, went out and did some deliveries, just jumped right in, didn't really know what I was doing. So I'm gonna head to stores or head to the busy area of my town, kind of near grocery stores that have a red ring around them in the app. If you look at the Instacart Shopper app, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and wait for a batch. Now, a batch is what Instacart calls an order, and you can get multiple orders at different stores in one delivery, which sounds absolutely terrifying. I hope I don't get any of those today, but I do hope I get out there and make some cheddar, maybe talk to a few people today. I'll work from home. All right, let's get out there and get going. Just looking at the app here. Oh, I just got a batch. Let's see, where is this for? It is $10.20. I'm doing it, baby. I'm kind of nervous. All right, 4 items. I gotta navigate there, and I'm gonna be good to go. Feel a little strange. How can you not stop and look at the little kittens? I love cats. First order was not so bad. Delivering dog food, yeah. On the way back, I got another order. Oddly enough, not a grocery store order again, to a big electronics store. It's just for a couple items, but I got to take this a long distance. It looks like I could not see how far it was. But anyways, that first order was, I think, just over $10, and this batch order is going to be $17, and I don't have to shop for 30 grocery items yet. It's going pretty well so far. Okay, my electronics store run was for this one item. I think I'm making $17, and I am driving 31 minutes. So I just completed that delivery. It was a 30-minute drive. So I'm out in the sticks. And that's a little bit of a problem for gig jobs like this, I've found out, because you know, you go from one area of high demand, you get taken so far away, and there's low demand, you got to work your way all the way back. So far, $27 in 2 hours, less than $15 an hour. I spent $50 on gas. Also notable, I've done 2 deliveries and I haven't had to grocery shop yet. I mean, did not expect that at all. I will maybe try in the morning and hope for some grocery deliveries that pay a little more, that give me a true sense of what it's like to be an Instacart shopper, because that's what I am. Changed my mind. While I was driving, I got a batch order to pick up 10 items from a real grocery store. I'm going in first true grocery shop as an Instacart shopper. Wish me luck. I'm cruising. No fresh cut green beans, so I had to just do my first chat message with the customer. Waiting to hear back because I'm kind of freaking out. I thought this would be easy. I never heard back from the customer, so I'm gonna pick the ones that I think are the best. I'm very glad I got a grocery shop under my belt, because it was actually kind of exciting. Is that weird? I had 10 items to get. Of course, they didn't have a couple. And then there's this clock in the app that's counting down, saying you're supposed to take 25 minutes, and I definitely went over that, so I'm feeling a little stressed. But I gotta say, Instacart, the Shopper app, makes it really easy to find stuff, because it tells you the aisle and the shelf location. So I found that very helpful. But now I'm late, so I'm gonna try to get this order delivered. Let's recap the day really quickly. I started at 2 p.m. It's about 5:45 p.m. So 3.5 hours. I made $34.50. I drove 50 miles. I only used a teeny little bit of gas. I'm done for the day. Gonna see if I can make my daughter's soccer practice, and we'll be at it tomorrow. So I've arrived in the area where a lot of people shop. Several grocery stores around. Instacart, the Shopper app, says it's actually pretty busy right now. Now, I do live in a small town. I'm not expecting a ton of activity throughout the day, but I do expect some action right now. It's just afternoon, about almost actually 12:30. I'm gonna go live in the app right now. All right, just like that, I'm on the board. Only took like 5 minutes. I got a grocery store order, 3 items, $6.22 to go, I think like 3 miles. Got them all, but I'm behind schedule. I'm a terrible grocery shopper. So that was easy enough, but gosh, I am a slow grocery shopper. This is why my wife doesn't let me do it.
special delivery.
Okay, so a short trip, that's exactly what I like. $6.22 on the board for the day. Let's go try to get some more the busy area. So it is like 1:20. I'm back in the hot spot, supposedly. But at $6.22 an hour, I don't think I'll be quitting my day job. But I may take advantage of the perks of being out and about, hanging out away from the desk. Talk to you in a bit. Cage free, pasture raised, free range, large, extra large, white, brown. I don't know which eggs are they. They don't have the ones you want. What do you want? Oh man, some dreaming there. This just in, I've been here for half an hour and there's nothing doing. I'm in a shaded area of the map that shows I'm gonna get something, but if I go a little bit further away, there is a darker shaded grocery store that I'm gonna try to go to because I'm not making any money. All right, I'm at the new joint, the new busy area, and I figured might as well not sit in the car. It's a beautiful day out. This side hustle is not feeling super profitable, but it is the middle of the day. Most people probably do this on the evenings or weekends. I do have one thing to note that new Instacart shoppers should be mindful of is I got an email saying I was receiving priority orders until I hit 10 or priority batches. So they're moving me up, I guess, in the line. And I'm still not getting that many today. So those first 10 batches that you get may be a little misleading. All right, got one, but guess what? It is all the way back at the other location where I've been hanging at most of the afternoon. It's for $8.29, $2 of that's a tip. I'm desperate. Me in a grocery store. Can't find anything. I was pretty quick on this one, but there are a lot of people here. It's taken a while. It's a pretty quick shop. It was very busy in there, so it took me a little while to check out. It was 7 items and I got 15 minutes to go. All this for $8 and change. I am about ready to be done Instacarting for today, but let's get this one done and see if I get another one. That last delivery helped me sort of end my day with a little bit of hope, but I mean, I've been on the road or driving around for over 3 hours and I don't have a lot to show for it. Well, you could probably tell yesterday that Instacart kind of defeated me. But I slept on it, thought about it, decided the nerdy thing to do is to try again. We got to see if this is a feasible side hustle. I think where you live and time of day matters. Speaking of that, it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to try this different time. It looks a little busier. Let's see how it goes. I am going to go online in the app. It wants me to move to recommended stores. I'm going to go get a coffee and do that. Ask and you shall receive. I just got a batch offer before leaving my driveway. $9.65, grocery store run, just 5 items. Off I go without my coffee. That was a pretty easy shop, and as I do with every order, I will take a photo of the receipt. Off we go. Couple observations after that. First thing I want to talk about is the money. That's why you're watching. Can you make any money with Instacart? And yes, I'm sure you can in bigger towns, but I mean, my experience today, I got this order really quick, $9.65 while I was still in my driveway, but I had to drive to the grocery store. I had to shop. I had to drive to the customer. Now I have to drive back. Money, not so good in my initial experience, at least for me where I live. Let's go get some coffee. I'm going to spend half of what I just earned on coffee. That's what I'm gonna go do. And it's gonna make me happy. Just when I thought my luck was running out and I was gonna go home, I got kind of a monster order, $20.63. But here's the kicker, I have to do a double store shop and it's kind of a unique one. The first stop is a Halloween store and the second store is a hardware store. This is basically my worst fear realized, but I'm gonna do it. It's over $20. I need the money and I just spent almost $10 on coffee and egg bites. Just completed the first part of that shop, which was to a Halloween store to pick up a Binks costume. Just learned that Binks is a character on Hocus Pocus. Now on to the big box hardware store. It's kind of like I'm in Instacart heaven right now. I'm here at Home Depot. I got the rug pulled out from under me. I'm actually getting stuck on the rug. They ordered a style of rug in a certain size that I think is the right one. I keep scanning the barcode, it's not matching, so I'm waiting for the customer to chat me back. More power to you, Instacart shoppers. This is stressful. Rolling the dice on the rug because the sizing's different. The barcode didn't match, but it looks like the one they want, so I'm getting it. The infamous rug, the bins. Even got a little something for me. The double shop is done, thank the Lord. And this shop was not without its issues. Hello, Ruggate. Let's not forget though, this shop is for $20.63. That's the biggest single batch payout I've received, so I'm pretty happy about that. Well, here I am back on the road after almost making a major Instacart malfunction. I thought that double order was going to one place, so I dropped off all the packages. I get back in the car and Instacart's like, okay, time to go deliver the costume to the next house. So I have to run out. I think I scared the lady. I go back on her step, grab the Halloween bag. Now I'm off on a 20-minute ride to deliver the Halloween costume. Costume successfully delivered after thinking it was going to the different customer. So I'm really glad that I caught that. It was a little bit of a stressful episode, but that's it, time to head home. Well, that's a wrap, thank goodness. Just kidding, it was fun, kind of. Are you thinking about trying Instacart? Let's talk about my earnings and some of my learnings that I think may impact how much you make when you try this. First, earnings. So I think you're gonna agree, I made rookie money. I made $80.29 on 7 batches over the course of 3 shifts, so 3 separate days. I was active in the app for 7 hours, but my total time was more like 10 hours when you factor in the dead time. And $32 of my total earnings were from tips. The rest was batch pay. I put 160 miles on my personal vehicle. I used half a tank of gas. Let's call that half a tank $25. So take 25 from 80, and I'm left with $55 for 10 hours of my time. Let's talk about the factors that may impact how much you can make. First, driving. This is a driving gig, and in turn, you will rack up expenses on your vehicle. That's how all of these gigs are, although I will say, this is not Uber hard on your vehicle. Like driving for Uber, you're constantly picking up people, you don't really stop. This is a little different, but still, you will have expenses, gas, maintenance costs, the cost of the vehicle, insurance, things like that. So keep that in mind. When it comes to driving expenses, you want to keep a detailed record of your miles spent driving when delivering, because you can deduct those miles come tax time, and I'm sure you're going to want to do that. And when it comes to insurance, you're not going to like this. This is kind of tedious, but you're going to want to call your auto insurance company before you start delivering, because there's a good chance you're going to need to add rideshare gap insurance to your policy, because you're probably not covered when you're delivering. It's something worth checking out. I know it's a pain, but you should definitely do it. We have a great article on nerdwallet.com on rideshare insurance. Check that out first. And hey, you might want to look at your overall insurance policy. And with a NerdWallet Plus membership, we will shop the quotes for you. Right now, if you use promo code YouTube, you can get 20% off an annual membership. Second, location and time of day definitely impact pay. Now you saw this throughout my video. I went out at different times, and when I searched best time to be an Instacart shopper during the day, I got lots of internet responses. And of course, when I look at the app, the only peak time in my town is on Sundays, which I didn't have that option due to family schedules. But it's important to do a little research there to see when the best time to go is, and think about small towns. As you saw, I live in a smaller town, so that means fewer stores, fewer people to serve. But I think going forward, if I do this again, I would try to make time to do it on a Sunday when lots of people are shopping. See if I can go out for a couple hours, make 30, 40, 50 bucks, be done with it, come back home. I think that's the use case for this side hustle. Do it a day a week and see if you can make good money. Last consideration, pay per batch depends on the number of items you're shopping for, how far you have to go, how long it takes, the overall effort involved at the shop. So you're gonna see different pay come in for different batches. And if you'll remember, I've had a couple examples where I made over $15. One of them, I made $17. All I had to do was go to an electronics store, get a 50-foot Ethernet cable, but I had to drive it 16 miles away. So that took quite a bit of time. It was easy, but I made 17 bucks. The other example was a multi-store batch. That one took quite a while. There was some effort involved. It wasn't that bad, but I earned $21.63 on that batch, which was the best pay I got the whole time. So each of these examples were unique in their own way, but each of them took either time or effort or both. So how does Instacart stack up to other gigs? Well, I've tried 2. I've tried Uber and I've tried DoorDash and now Instacart. And I think with all of these driving type gigs, you have to put in your reps to master the method. But I gotta say, overall, I think I prefer shopping for groceries over driving people or delivering takeout. I just found the work to be more fulfilling, satisfying. I felt like I was getting stuff done, and I like that. And I gotta be honest with you, this is a side gig that I would definitely do again. I'm Tommy Tyndall, personal finance writer at NerdWallet and personal shopper now. If you learned something today or liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you wanna see more content just like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.